Hey guys, it's Tenacious T here for another episode of Q&A with Tenacious T. But before I get into my questions, there's something I have to rant about that I just have to get off my chest because it's been bugging me all weekend long. My friend and I, Jamie, we went out, and just giving you a little background story here. We went out this weekend. We decided to go to downtown Campbell and just have a little fun, have a little girls' night out, and do what girls do, drink and dance and just, I don't know, have fun. And we had guys coming up to us, which is fine because when you're at a social gathering, that's what people do. They go up and talk to each other, so no big deal. But we had guys coming up to us with the worst pickup lines. I mean, so bad that it's like, really, like, where do you guys come up with this shit? I don't understand. But for example, we had this one guy that her and I had both spotted from across the room, and we were like, hey, he's kind of cute. And he just so happened to come up and talk to us. Then he opened his mouth. As is the case with most people, I understand it works both ways. Because sometimes I know guys see a girl from across the room and go like, oh, she's really hot. And then they start talking, and they're like, I'm just not interested anymore. So I understand that. But what made him so uninteresting was the fact that he says, this is perfect. I like brunettes, and my brother over here likes blondes. It's like, where do you guys get this shit from? Seriously. So Jamie, who had had a few drinks in her already, turns to this guy and says, you know, there's this thing. It's called a personality. His brother starts laughing because he gets how much of an ass he just made himself out to be. But this guy, who's like, I guess, drunk as fuck, just didn't understand it and was like, ha ha ha, so are you guys gonna hook up with us? No, motherfucker, like, we don't want you around anymore. Like, shut up. And then the next night, we're at a club, we're at the spot. Oh, this one was by far the worst. We had, this guy comes up to me, and I'm sitting there fanning myself off. It's hot inside the club. I'm like, oh, I can't take this heat. And he goes, it's really hot in here, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it is pretty hot. Just thinking we're having a normal conversation. And he goes, well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It's hot in here because of me. What does that even mean? Did you fart or something? I mean, I get he was trying to say he's hot, which he really wasn't. But what makes it worse is the fact that he said, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Like, I was all excited about the fact that I'm sweating like a fucking cow right now. And am I supposed to be like, oh my God, you're just so sexy? Like, no, that was stupid. That was really, really dumb. To me, it's like, whatever happened to the days where somebody just walked up to another person and said, hey, my name's Tim, nice to meet you. Or, hey, my name's Stacy, I think you're really cute. Like, don't people do that shit? So then I decided to ask you guys, like, is this something that happens all the time? Like, guys just come up to you and say, like, really stupid pickup lines and they think it works? Like, I don't understand. So I asked you guys to tell me, what are some of the worst pickup lines you've heard or that you've even said yourself? And I gotta say, some of you guys, like actual guys who answered me, you came up with some really, really bad ones. I'm sorry, that's just, it's unacceptable. I really hope you guys don't think any of these work. I seriously do. But I'm gonna go over a few just because I have to. I really do. Poor Brienne tells me, nice shoes, let's fuck. Who says that? Like, you just go up to somebody and say, I want to fuck you? Like, no. I just met you 2 minutes ago. Are you trying to rape me? Like, who are you? And then Chayton tells me the greatest, most underrated, and yes, cheesiest pickup line I've heard was from a national broadcaster named Bob Costas, who said to a girl, you must be from Tennessee, 'cause you're a 10 I see. And somehow that line worked because they've been married for like the past 20 years. What a dumb bitch. Okay, fine. It's like you said, underrated, cheesy. I still would have been like, that's kind of dumb. Ashley then says, the worst pickup line I've ever gotten. She was under 21 at a nightclub, so she was just drinking a bottle of water, and some guy walks up to her and says, I've got some ice cold water at my place. Yeah, so does everybody and their mom. Like, Who cares, loser? Then Laz, really? He goes, I've always liked, are those mirrors in your pants? Because I see myself in them. Please tell me you didn't use that on Brianna. And Brianna, if he used that on you, please tell me it didn't work. My friend Rosanna says, a guy walks up to her and says, what's your name? She says, it's Rose. And the guy says, you're a stunning Rose. Let me tell you about my band. I don't give a fuck about your band. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Anyways, then the funny ones came out. Okay, I will admit these were pretty good. Jason said, wanna go halves on a baby. No, like, if some guy comes up to me and asks me, want to go halves on a baby? I'm going to sit there and be like, you trying to get me pregnant? Because I don't want a baby. Like, I'd seriously spend the next 20 minutes explaining to you about why I don't want any children right now. Is that something you really want to be talking about at a club? I don't think so. What's the difference between O and Ah? About 9 inches. Philip says, oh, I lost my number. Can I have yours? Nope. I'm a fortune teller. Your future involves me and you hooking up. Yeah, I'm a fortune teller too, and your fortune is saying to me right now that you're gonna go home alone and jack off. Jabari said, what you doing with a booty like that? Do you have some black in you? Would you like some? No, that's like from Austin Powers. Have you ever had a mini-me in you? Would you like one? Yeah. Oh my God. And then he follows it up with, yeah, I'm black, so what? We're all the same color when the lights are off. True statement, I understand, but like, would that be your follow-up line to, would you like some black in you? Like, I don't, it doesn't make sense. So then my friend Mike and his friends Andy, Colin, Dennis, and Jimmy had a whole bunch of lines. So I'm just going to go through them real quick. A lot of them made me laugh, and some of them, I'm sorry, those were just lame. How do you like your eggs, fried or fertilized? Fertilized. Tell me that wouldn't scare you if I said that to you in a club. Girl, I want to be your Krakatoa. Let my lava flow all over you. Ew. I brought my library card. Mind if I check you out? You probably already were from across the room, so why are you even asking for my permission? I can't stop you from looking at shit. You misplay the trumpet because you're making me horny. How'd you get past security? Because, baby, you're the bomb. Who even says the bomb anymore? Like, what are you, stuck in 1997? Come on now. That shirt looks great on you, but I bet it looks better on the floor next to my bed. I have no words for that. And then this one, I didn't understand. So I don't know, Mike, if it was your autocorrect or if you actually meant to say this. So if anybody else understands this pickup line, please explain it to me, because if anybody came up to me with this pickup line, I would be utterly confused. It says, girl, you smell like bacon, hence my hung eyes. What? You look magically delicious like a bowl of Lucky Charms. That used to be my favorite cereal, so thanks for killing that for me, guys. Your hair smells like fruit. Want to smell mine? No, why were you smelling my hair in the first place? Like, that's just creepy stalker shit right there. It's fucking weird. These last two were my absolute favorite, though. My love for you is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it in. And I want to put an onion in your pants and cry myself to sleep. Okay, those two actually really made me laugh. But the problem is that if some guy actually came up to me and said those two lines, I'd laugh, but then I'd walk away in disgust. I mean, you're comparing your love to diarrhea. Basically, it's this, guys. Like, don't use pickup lines. Just go up to a girl and introduce yourself, because what it comes down to is this. The minute she sees you, she may already not be interested. But you don't have to make yourself look like a bigger idiot by saying a stupid, cheesy line. Because literally, not only is she not interested, now you just look like a total dumbass. I swear, the next guy to come up to me with some stupid pickup line, I'm gonna probably throw my drink in his face. Okay? So, word to the wise, don't use a stupid pickup line, or else it's a drink to the face. Now, now that I'm done with that, let's move on to the questions. First question comes from SportDoc86 in Canada. That's right, guys. I've gone international. I don't know why I just did like a southern accent. That's weird. He or she asks, hi, this may sound a little strange, but my question is this. Have you ever been knocked out for surgery or anything similar? If so, please post a video explaining what happened. I'm doing that right now. Long story short, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out and I'm so nervous about it, they said they would put me to sleep. Well, I've actually been put under for the exact same thing. And I can tell you right now, I was petrified. But that's because I have a phobia when it comes to hospitals, surgeries, anything involving like sharp objects getting near me just freak me out. Except for like shots, I'm not too worried because those are pretty easy to go through. It's real quick and it's done, no big deal. But yeah, I was pretty scared. It wasn't that bad though. I was under for an hour and it only felt like 5 minutes. So it should be the exact same thing for you. I know they probably are going to show you that stupid video about how when we put you under, you might die. I have no idea why they show that to people who have already expressed their anxiety over having surgery in the first place. I get they say it's about like, you know, protecting themselves and it can be a liability if they don't show you that video, but like I really could have done without it because as they were putting me under, I started crying. Like a little baby, seriously. It was really, really bad, but I was just scared, and it's okay to be scared. It's fine, but it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, like I said, I started crying because I thought I was going to die, but I'm obviously still here, so don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll be fine too. But just in case, message me, because if you don't, I'm going to feel really, really bad, okay? Just let me know you got through everything okay. Rob asks me, why are there so many jokes about men from Nantucket? I've never heard of a joke about a man from Nantucket, so send me some, like 2 or 3 jokes, and then maybe I can answer your question, because I've honestly never heard any. Chayton asked me, who is your favorite character on Melrose Place and why? Mine was Dr. Michael Mancini, baby. That's almost as bad as a pickup line, baby. Come on, really? I'm just kidding. My favorite was his love interest, Sydney, and basically because she was just batshit crazy. I thought it was hilarious, some of the things they came up with, like when she shaved her head, or like she didn't shave her head, I forget exactly what happened to her, but she was bald and like ran somebody over with her car, and it was crazy. So I thought she was awesome for that, and I thought to myself, man, I hope when I grow up, I can be like her one day. I'm just kidding, but not really. No, but I am. And then Cassie asked me, would you watch a movie called Crazy Catterday in which 2 cats switch personalities and antics ensue? You would, wouldn't you? Yeah, I probably would watch it. Just because I love cats, and I know you guys have been watching my cat over here running back and forth too. But she's playing with the string. But yeah, it's not hard to make me laugh, so I'd probably find it pretty entertaining. So if you do something like that, let me know and I'll watch the video. That's all I've got for today, though. I'm sorry this video was super long, but I just had to go on my rant about stupid pickup lines. Again, please, please don't use them. I know you guys were laughing as hard as I was at some of these questions, so just remember, if you were laughing at these pickup lines here, then you're gonna definitely laugh at the person when they come up to you and tell them to you. Think twice next time when you decide to use a pickup line. Just simply introduce yourself and be a gentleman or be a lady, okay? You don't have to be a whore, and if you wanna fuck a whore, go pick one up on the corner. That's what they're there for, all right? I love you guys. Have a great night. Mwah. Bye.